Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Untitled Chapter Reviews, where I bring you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And today, coming at you guys with my second ever album review, music review, for just a project that I was really passionate about. Been listening to it since it came out. Came out the same week as Cyberpunk came out, so it was just like a dream come true to have two of these big projects come out. Of course, we're talking about Kid Cudi's "Man on the Moon 3: Chosen One." I'm not like a professional music reviewer. I like fucking suck at talking about music, to be honest. So this is just me talking about it. Maybe even um, enlightening you to this music. Check out a few of these songs if they sound interesting to you. I think this is the type of music that is for everyone. And I mean, if you don't know who Kid Cudi is, he saved a lot of kids' lives basically when we were younger. Whether it was just getting us through the day listening to music, or literally fucking being there for us through his songs and speaking to us. And I haven't looked like I look like a straight hobo on COVID these days, but I'm still living. Anyway, to the album itself, got quite a few songs here. I should know the exact amount. Um, like 18 songs or so, like 17 songs, including an intro, which we start off with, which is like 30 seconds long. Kind of feels like it's the intro to the second song of the album, but they just made it a separate intro. Anyway, we got Tequila Shots, which I think is definitely going to be the most favorite song it so far has been since the albums came out. I think last Friday or 2 Fridays ago it came out. Um, ooh, excuse me. Probably the banger of the album. That's what I wrote down on my notes. I've been looking at my notes a lot. Excuse me. Really nice verse in Tequila Shots. I guess this is the one. This is the one song that everyone's been bumping. Right off the bat, though, this song hits you with the he's back to his old style. Kid Cudi's back to his ways. I mean, he did have some bangers in like Kids See Ghosts, and he's had some bangers here and there, singles. But it's been a while since we've had a Man on the Moon, and Speeding to Bullet to Heaven or whatever wasn't everyone's favorite project. And Passion, Pain, and I don't know. I didn't listen to those two albums that much. I don't really like his Man on the Moon stuff, and here we are back with another one. Very sick beat in Tequila Shots, I thought, and a sad vibe, deprecation type of song. Just kind of talking about himself, and that's just really what is classic fucking Cudi. We all like to self-deprecate in a vibey way to a song. Anyway, third song or the next song is Another Day, reminding us it's the same old Cudi once again, upbeat vibe. Uh, should have opened maybe with this song. It was more like the Cudi of rapping and getting back to his old self. Classic humming was in this a lot more present. I mean, classic humming. I'm gonna say that a lot throughout this because like the man just has the humming and he's just using it a lot in this for the background ad libs, and that's just it's perfect. I'm not complaining. Um, slight auto tune in this. He has his. There are different types of auto tune for Cudi. Um, Sometimes it just sounds like a robot. Sometimes he sounds like Travis Scott. Sometimes he has this unique flow. It's hard to describe. You just gotta know it, and it's kind of hit here and there in this song. The next song is She Knows This. It takes a minute to get going. I did realize that about the song. Sounds like an Uzi inspired Cudi song. It's kind of just the shit he's talking about and stuff like that. Uh, I mean, it's obviously not. Uzi's kind of inspired by Cudi. Everyone's been inspired by Cudi if they're growing up at our age. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. I didn't love it. I thought Another Day was a great song, but I forgot to say that. Like Another Day, I gave like a 10 out of 10 song. It's a song I'd add to my playlist. Tequila Shots I'd add to my playlist. She Knows This is actually probably one of my least favorite songs, least memorable. But it just comes off as like a party vibey Uzi song, like classic Uzi. I don't know why it reminded me of that. Anyway, the next song is called Dive. It's a weird tone shift in my opinion to get to hear, and it kind of works though, to be honest. And he rhymes with I a lot in this. Dive, buy. I don't know. He does that in this, but it kind of works. And it's a little bit of a longer song, but I still ended up staying with it somehow. Vibey topics in this one as well. Just diving into shit. The next song we got is Damaged, my other kind of least favorite song. I just don't remember it too much. But you got some serious lines in here, some solid beats. Uh, a solid start even actually, but no, I said a stale beat, a solid start. Yeah, I remember this was the song that had a really stale beat. If I didn't like the song, I probably didn't listen to it more than a couple times, so I'm not gonna remember too much about it. But Damage was not one I recommend too much. Oh yeah, that's the one that also sounded like it had a lot of Travis Scott ad libs. I literally thought Travis Scott was in this fucking song for a second, but it's not. It's just Cudi sounds a lot like Travis Scott, or Scott sounds a lot like Travis Scott sounds a lot like Scott. Kid Cudi's name is Scott. The next song though was Heaven on Earth, and I really like this song a lot. I think the beat is probably the hardest in the entire album in this song. Really chilled chorus. Oh god, my hair is crazy. Really chill chorus. Just kind of talk about how he's living heaven on earth. That's one thing about Cudi, and like how he was kind of falling back or falling out of relevancy for a while. People were saying that, how can he rap about being sad and stuff like that when he's kind of made it? He's no longer that kid trying to make it. He's out there. He's made it. He's constantly making millions, and he's just out there, I guess. You know what I'm saying? He's made it. But he did find a way to still kind of talk about it and still bring vibiness to it, or talk about his struggles, and or at least like know that he's been there. It kind of makes you feel like a friend, even though he's just a famous guy singing your songs, which is weird and corny, I know, but that's just the Cudi vibe. The next song is Show Out, which I'm pretty sure had a Pop Smoke. I did not pick my nose, that was a scratch. That was had a Pop Smoke feature, which was interesting. Not my favorite artist, even though he did pass away. R.I.P. Pop Smoke. I did like the features though. It also had a Skepta a feature, which was this British rapper, which was pretty unique. Reminded me of watching that show Top Boy, which I did a review on. They all hold their own in this song, which I thought was pretty unique. Having two features and having three people on a song. They all held their own, but it's not really my style. It is a good song though. I thought Heaven on Earth was a great song, by the way. Definitely add that to my playlist. Show Out, it was cool, but I wouldn't add it to my playlist. Solo Dolo 3. Yeah, the other two Solo Dolo songs are definitely some of my favorites. And it kind of hits you there with another Solo Dolo vibe. Like I said, it's back to basics on this fucking Cudi album. Definitely listen to it if you haven't already. A really spacey song, just like all the Solo Dolo songs. The music kind of drowns out his voice, as my friend Eric mentioned to me. And Cudi kind of teeters on that line of music overcoming his voice in a few songs, and then this song kind of does. But it is a slow and chill song. I think it's one of the slower chill songs. Being alone. It's kind of about being alone. Obviously, it's called Solo Dolo. Very unique sounds. A light keyboard sound here and there. I just thought it had really beautiful kind of background sounds with the keyboard and shit like that. The next song, 10th song on the playlist, we got The Sad People, which I really enjoyed. It had an elegant beat and flow. Some talking about some real shit. A song about sad people. It's for the sad people. It's just classic Cudi again, reaching out to us, and I really enjoyed it. Anthem for the sad people. Definitely give that song a listen. Elsie's Baby Boy, which was pretty interesting. I had to look it up and make sure I knew what I was talking about with this one. Elsie's Kid Cudi's mom's name, and the song is pretty much a fucking story about his childhood almost, and like his mom and what she went through with his dad, and his dad passing away. It was just really interesting, and it was mainly rapped or sung over a nice guitar riff, which was really cute, really good, really different compared to all the album. The album uses tons of different instruments, and this is just another example. Talks about his family, his build up. The song has a nice build up and a nice ending. A chill, kind of long outro, but I'll take it. The next song, I think this is actually, I've said this like 3 times, but these are like the only 3 songs I didn't like, and this is the third one. Song I didn't like too much was September 16th. Maybe I should know what that date means. Maybe I should have paid more attention to the song, but I just didn't love it. It was a vibey sounds, yeah. Spacey music really overpowers his voice. Though this is the song that really overpowered his voice to me, like the music did. And it was just kind of weird. It was trippy, very repetitive. I was kind of just bored with the song overall. Some of his songs kind of get repetitive because they're very all vibey, but he does switch it up a lot at the same time. But the ones that are repetitive are like the 3 that I've said I didn't really like. It just felt like not something to add to your playlist. I wouldn't say any of these songs on this album are bad, to be honest. They're all like above average songs, really unique. But I just wouldn't add like these few songs to my playlist. Next, we got The Void, which had some nice singing and harmonies. We're kind of getting into the lower end, the final half of the album, which he kind of, like I said, does a little bit more singing, a little bit more harmony, a drum and clap type beat. I remember that, and it was pretty solid. Never really a boring song, even though it was kind of one of the longer ones. I stuck with it throughout, added it to my playlist. And Loving Me was a pretty much a surprise to me because they had some feature on there I've never heard of. Fenobi Bridges, I don't know, some woman, really good feature. Very another singing harmony song. Basically, you know the songs when like rappers or singers bring out a woman out of nowhere and they like sing together and it's kind of lit. That's basically what Cudi did here. So shout out to that woman, a classic. You know, it had a really nice message too of just getting over yourself. Humming. Oh, it's the singing together. The woman and Cudi singing together. The message about loving me and loving yourself and kind of coming out and being who you are is pretty lit. Like the song, better that way. And now the final three or four songs in this I really liked, especially these next two. The Pale Moonlight is the song I 100% recommend. I know I'm 10 minutes in and no one's gonna see this part of the video, but The Pale Moonlight, oh god, the sun, is by far my favorite song on this album. It gets right to it, like it kicks right off. It's my favorite song. It's the classic Kid Cudi verse, and a classic chorus. Really clever lines. I think the more clever lines in the album. He has quite a few songs that he raps and has clever lines on, but especially this one. Solid humming in the background throughout the entire song, which I thought was pretty fire. Good flow. I really noticed the flow on this song, and a nice piano beat riff going on in the background as well. So yeah, just a solid song. I really liked Pale Moonlight. Next we had Rockstar Knights, which is another super surprising song because we had a Trippie Redd feature. Trippie Redd has been ass since like Love Letter to You 2, like since years ago. Since SoundCloud became relevant, Trippie Redd has been ass. And anyone can tell you that. But in this song, obviously is a Kid Cudi feature, so he better show out. He better put out his best vocals, and he fucking did. He carries the song with his chorus, with his singing. He's the main singer on this fucking song, this Rockstar Knights, and he holds his own with the good Cudi rapping. And I think this is a good mix. This is a surprising duo I would not think I would want to see more of, but I do. So yeah, shout out to this song. Very catchy song. Yeah, I really liked it. Added to my playlist. The next song was For the Kids with a Z at the end. A robotic vibe type thing. A lot of different vibes in this song. A lot of different flows and beats. But it kind of worked. It's at this point of the album, you would get bored of the album, and he's kind of throwing you some new bones. First you got some singing shit. Now you got some just new vibey shit. It knows it's a vibe song. It's for the kids. He's basically talking about vibes in the song. It's really nice humming. Just a solid song. And our final song on here, which was pretty surprising. For once, I'm recording a video in the morning, so this is the first time this problem's ever happened to me. But the final song we had Lord I Know, which was a pretty interesting outro. Oh god, that was a pen. Pretty interesting outro. I think he goes hard on the outro. Got a little bit of street talk in there. A little bit of a repetitive song, Kind of a weird intro, but it did come off very nice at the end. It had a bunch of unique moments. And also at the very end, this man says, "To be continued." Oh, you can't read that. But he says, "To be continued," a little robot, or a little girl whispers at the very end. So that means we might get a Man on the Moon 4, or just more shit from Cudi that I hopefully is in this realm. Because to be honest, to me, this is a 10 out of 10 album. I know I might have shit on some of the songs or made them sound negative. But I did actually like every song on here. Like, it was above average. Just, I'd say I added at least 12 or 15 songs to my playlist out of the 18 here, which is an insane amount. So I would give this album 10 out of 10. Take my score with a grain of salt. I don't know how this album will age, but to me, it's just more Cudi to add to the old, Man on the Moon 1, 2, and 3. You could listen to them albums forever. They're endless. So the fact that I got more than that is just great. When I say endless, I meant timeless. They will age just like wine. It's just great. Sorry, I'm off to the side of the video. The sun was in my face, so yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this Man on the Moon 3 album. Let me know what you think of Kid Cudi. Like, comment, subscribe down below. Peace out.